I'm actually doing quite a lot of filming today, hence why you're probably seeing this white jumper quite often. I'm just too lazy to get changed really, because I've got to go for a dog walk soon before it gets dark. But I am enjoying that it's now getting a little bit lighter, so it means I can actually film more outside of working hours, which is good, because obviously when I'm at work I just can't film. Last month I put up my first ever review of the Papergang Stationery subscription box, which is the box that's released from Ohh Deer. If you've not seen that, I'll put a little link up in the corner in a card, and it was a really cute kind of flamingo theme and it went down pretty well. So I thought, let's continue this, let's keep doing it, keep doing videos and keep doing blog posts, and we now have February's box. And it is very pink. So again, we'll go through all the contents of the box and also review just overall what it's like, and you know, basically kind of ask and answer the question, is it worth the money, and do I think I'm going to keep continuing with the subscription. I have taken out an initial 6-month subscription, and I guess we're going to see if we can keep it going. I would really appreciate it if you want to try the Papergang boxes. If you want to click my referral link down below, actually, if I get a few people to join up, I actually get a free box, which I would really appreciate, because it means I can keep doing these reviews for longer. My whole aim is basically to do as many different reviews as possible, so I'm going to try Papergang and then try different boxes. So because I'm not made of money, and YouTube has also demonetized me because I don't have enough subscribers, every little helps. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if you could use my link down below. So let's get on to February's pink box. I have my usual complaint of I don't think it's that secure, just coming in a box and it's all cardboard, and it's just being held together by kind of 2 bits of sellotape at each side. That's my ongoing concern about these boxes. And my other small niggle is that you can't really use them again because they just get made into this. So we're in, and we have a smaller box this time. I've seen on social media that a theme this month is bullet journaling, and I love bullet journaling. I use my own one, which is here, as a personal life, kind of keeping myself in check, and I also use the system in my Louis Vuitton agenda, so it's dated, but I use the bullet journal system inside it, so I'm into this. And then we have a little wrapped gift inside. First up, this is a very pink box. Very pink. The last one was quite effeminate, but it wasn't as pink. So basically, I kind of thought this last time, but I didn't say it. But if you're looking for maybe more traditionally masculine or gender neutral or kind of neutral color boxes, you know, if feminine prints or, you know, pink colors are not for you, then maybe this box isn't for you. This, by the way, this isn't me trying to put any binary decisions about what is femininity and masculinity. I'm just using these words as the traditional sense and the traditional concepts, and letting you know that if you don't want a lot of pink stuff and a lot of girly stuff, then maybe this box isn't for you. So the little booklet that tells us what we're doing is, there's a little kind of what is a bullet journal, this is what you can use your bullet journal for. It's got the traditional key here. Oh, and it says this, you can cut out a thing at the back that says this journal belongs to etc, etc. It's a bit funny that it's not actually mentioning the what would be seen as the creator of the bullet journal. I think is Ryder Carroll. I think it maybe would have been nice to give him a shout out, because I think he's the person who commonly attributed with it. And the person who is the bullet journal expert is at Hon Studies, who has apparently 118,000 followers on Instagram, which, good for him. 118 times more than I do. Anyway, so this doesn't really say, it's more just saying like, bullet journal lets my creative juices flow. It's good because it's really flexible, and you can try out different spreads. Spreads are basically a word for like what's is how you set up, and it's like your layout, and it's like what you draw and things like that. Also, the good things about these little books are it tells you what's going on down the side. So the big thing this month is this this notebook, which is their bullet journal, which apparently retails for $6.95. It is a dot grid bullet journal, and dot grid is kind of the most commonly accepted format of doing a bullet journal, although I quite often use lines or grids or blanks. You know, there's no set laws. It's a shame that the pages aren't numbered, because one big kind of thing about the bullet journals, which they've not actually mentioned, is the index. The index is like a key part of a bullet journal, because it means it's how you actually find your stuff. So that, yeah, it would have been really nice if this was set up with like a couple of pages at the start with index, and if the pages were pre-numbered just in the corner, which it's not, so that's a wee bit of a shame. I would describe this as a soft cover jotter more than anything else. It's kind of, I can't remember the name for this binding, but it's the one that means you can lie it flat. It's a nice jotter, and a nice, like, almost like a little kind of rough journal. It's a shame, because I think in my head, myself and probably all other bullet journal users would, you know, think if you're going to make a starter kit for bullet journals, you would think of Leuchtturm, if that's how you say it, or Moleskine notebooks, their dot grids, and then you would try and imitate that, which this kind of doesn't, I must admit. It kind of misses the mark. It feels quite cheap. Like, I'll obviously use it. I don't know if I'll use it as like a proper bullet journal, maybe more as like a rough pad. So that one is a little bit, I'm a wee bit disappointed about that actually. Also included is we get the kind of monthly card for next month, which I love these. These ones are pretty much free. They also was put on the printable online as well, so you can actually go on their website, on their blog, which I always leave a link to in my blog, and you can print these off yourself and stick them wherever you want. I always put the one that I get in my agenda, and then I print one off and put it on this, which I have by my window, which is currently empty because I've not printed off March, and it's the 1st of March tomorrow. Oh, these are cute stickers. These are, you get 4 sticker sheets. It's like to-dos, ASAPs, again, very pink. Oh, these are cute. You get 4 sheets, and I do use these just for putting in my agenda, or actually the main use for my stickers is, I must admit, is covering up my mistakes. So say if I make a mistake or if plans change. I'm in a lot of different places for work, and so at the end of every week I'll plan the next week, and I'll say like I'm in London, I'm in Oxford, I'm at home, etc, etc, and I put them at the top of each day. And if that might change, you know, I might think, oh, I'm supposed to be like today I was supposed to be in Birmingham today, but because of the bad weather it was cancelled, so I stuck a sticker over it and was like, okay, I'm now at home. So I actually use stickers all the time. So this sticker pack is apparently worth $3.95, so I will use it. We have another very pink thing. This is a bright neon ruler. I do like a ruler. I think especially for a lot of bullet journalers, to be neat you need to use a ruler. I'm quite bad, I quite often don't use one, but yeah, these are handy. I have one in my work pencil case, and yeah, I always should have one. This one is a little bit weird. It is a Little Miss Busy card. Okay, so I like greeting cards, and I like the fact that we do sometimes get greeting cards in here, but I'm struggling to see the link to bullet journaling, and also it doesn't seem to be fitting with the theme. Oh, I loved the first book so much, and this one's just not really seemed to be doing it as much. Next up, we've got, again, this very neon pink pencil case. This would be handy, like I'll use it just for keeping stuff, or maybe even putting makeup in it. It's handy for traveling, and you know, because you can seal it right up. Okay, I meant to say, sorry, the card was £2.50, and this zip bag is $3.95. $2.50 for that card. And then the last thing that's included is these 3 pencils, which seem to be made of like a recyclable paper, which is quite cool. They're neon, 3 bright neon pencils. You could use these in your bullet journal to, you know, to highlight special events and things like that. The pack of 3 pencils is worth $2.95 apparently. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I am a wee bit disappointed in this month's Papergang box. I like the fact that they tried to tackle the bullet journal theme. I think it just wasn't done that well. I'm sorry. It's very pink, and I quite like pink. It's just it's very pink. That's just a style point. But I think the actual contents themselves, you know, when I heard it was doing bullet journals, I think the things that I would immediately think of is a dotted notebook, which, okay, granted they did include a dotted notebook to some degree, but it feels really flimsy, and like there's not that many pages in it, and it's not numbered, and there's no space for the index, and yeah, just a little bit disappointing. And also the other thing that I think immediately you think of is like a nice pen or a brush pen, because a lot of people in their bullet journaling do like lettering and hand lettering, and you know, I think if they had included, I would rather have, I think, less stuff but have nicer things. You know, instead of including 3 pencils and a Little Miss card, you know, that's what, £6 with £2.50 and £3. That's almost £6 retail. I think you could have put in quite a nice pen for £6, like nothing special, but like a Uniball roller, or you know, a cheap brush pen or something like that. I think that would be more fitting to what a bullet journal is. I think the pencil case, fair enough. I think the stickers, again, fair enough. You know, if you were stuck on ideas, I think washi tape, although we did get washi tape last month, so it's good that they didn't double that up. Yeah, so a little bit of a mixed bag from me. This is going down in, for me, not worth the money box. January, worth the money. February, not worth the money. So we have, it's 1 all in each side so far. This is quite a harsh review, and I'm not meaning it intentionally, and I'm not here to bash Papergang. I think it's great what they're doing. This just means as well they're never gonna like repost me or anything. But I'm afraid this is just my opinion, and hopefully March is better. Yeah, I think it'd be good to see different supplies. What I'd like to see next month is maybe something a bit different. I don't know what the theme is. Yeah, I know it's coming in a tube, and I think it's like got orange foxes on it, so that's quite cute. I think this is probably cemented in my head that this is more of a girly, like a traditionally girly or feminine subscription box, and I'm afraid at this point I don't have any recommendations for more neutral or masculine boxes, but that is definitely something that I'm going to explore moving forward in this sort of series and reviewing series that I'm doing. I would really appreciate it if you would check out my blog, and I'm actually going to have a collective page on my blog, which I'll leave a link down below, which I'm going to have links to all the videos, all the posts, and all the different subscription boxes that I do. Obviously it's still quite under construction because I'm only on my 2nd box. Excuse me, I'm only on my 2nd box of my first company, but I think we're gonna get there, and hopefully it's gonna be a really good and useful resource for British people who are into stationery. So what did you think of this month's Papergang box? Yeah, would really like to know if it's just me who's a bit disappointed with it, or if other people are. Okay, I'm sorry Papergang, I do love the concept, and I think it is great that we're doing it, and it's British based, and it's getting in touch with usually smaller illustrators. Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because it wasn't really linked with an artist. It was just like a concept which there wasn't really ownership shown of by anyone, and yeah, don't know. What do you think? Bye.